everyone, and welcome to Journey with the Kellers. My name is Amanda Keller, and today we are back in the Keller kitchen. So today we are going to be making something from the Mythical cookbook. Today's recipe is called Garlic Bread McMuffins. So this is actually a fairly easy recipe, but it does take several steps, so you kind of got to do some prep work ahead of time. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is now I am doing more muffins than what it says. So for the recipe is for 4 English muffins. So you're going to take 4 English muffins and cut them in half and lay them out on a baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper. You're also going to preheat your oven to 450 degrees. So let's get that going here. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and take a half a stick of a half a stick of salted butter or unsalted, I forgot which one I used here, unsalted butter, and you're going to put that in the microwave and soften it up pretty good, okay? Like, you don't have to melt it, but just make it super soft so it's easy to mix up, okay? You're also going to need 4 garlic cloves that you have palm struck. So you take your palm and either press down on them, or you can't strike them, but sometimes it might hurt your hand. And then you're going to mince them up really little after you get that done. Then you're also going to need 1 tablespoon of minced curly parsley. Okay, so you'll need to mince that up really good. Other than that, most of the other stuff is things that you can just buy already done if you need them, okay? All right, so once you have all of that prepped up, the other thing that you can do is go ahead and take 4 pieces of bacon and chop them up into little pieces. And then I already started frying mine because I know bacon takes longer than the time it's going to take for the muffins to cook. So if you want to start frying them while you're getting your muffins ready, that's completely fine, okay? All right, so now you're going to take your super softened butter, your half a stick of unsalted butter. You're going to add your, let's see, make sure I'm doing this. Okay, you're going to add your 4 garlic cloves that have been hand smashed and then minced up. So you're going to add those in here. Then you're also going to add in some black pepper. So you need 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. So we're going to put that in here. All right. Then you're going to also add in 1 tablespoon of minced curly parsley. Okay. A little bit more. It's about 1 tablespoon there. And then let's see what else. And then you're just going to stir this up. Okay. So you're basically making the garlic butter. Okay. Oh, darn. Okay, so once you have that mixed up pretty good, you can kind of see you got kind of like a garlicky looking butter, okay? So you're just going to take this and you're going to put it on each side of your muffins, and you're going to kind of spread it out. So I'm going to get some on each one here. Maybe. Okay. So then I'm just going to spread it on there, make sure they are covered in the garlic butter. Okay. And though I am making more muffins than what it says, I'm making 6 instead of 4. I'm not like upping the amount of the recipe except for the muffins themselves. Everything else is going to stay the same just because these are like sauces and garlic butter and stuff like that. And so it's not really, a lot of times you can, make it spread out. It's not something that is always just meant for just those 4. Unless, every once in a while you'll run into that. But usually there's enough for leftovers, okay? All right. So now we got all the butter spread out on there. And then you're going to pop these in the oven at 450 degrees for about 8 minutes, I think it says. Yeah, you want them toasty, okay? So we're going to stick those in the oven. We're going to set a timer for 8 minutes. Even though my oven's not quite up to 450, but it'll get there. And if I have to cook them a little bit longer, I will, okay? Now, once they are done and toasty, you can take them out of the oven and leave the oven on, okay? So while those are cooking, you're gonna go ahead and take your chopped up bacon, your 4 pieces of chopped up bacon, and you're going to cook them over a medium-high heat. Like I said, I already kind of pre-cooked mine just so that they would be ready. I do need to dump out some of this grease, so hold on here a second. Let me do that. Now, not all of the grease. You just want to dump out some of it. You want some of it left. Okay? So we're going to put that little bit, leave that little bit of grease in there. Okay? So once you've gotten your bacon cooked and it's nice and crispy and your fat has rendered and all of that, what you're going to do now is you are going to, let me get past all this. You're going to add some crushed red pepper flakes. So you just need a pinch of it. Just a little bit, and it's kind of like 3P, there we go. Little pinch of crushed red pepper flakes. And then you're also going to add 1 cup of marinara to this. So 1 cup of marinara. And then you're just going to cook that until it's, you know, all kind of mixed up together and it's nice and warm, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just mixed up, and I'll just let it sit here and kind of heat up until it looks like it's warmed up some, okay? And I think I am going to put, for this, I'm just going to put the rest of my marinara in here because I used more bacon than what was required. But also because I don't want to leave that, just that little bit of marinara sauce in the bottom of the jar. So we'll get that out there. There we go. Okay. So we got the marinara there, okay? So we'll just let that heat up. So while that is heating up and your English muffins are toasted, you're gonna grab another skillet here, okay? Shut this water off, okay? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna have, it says 8 ounces, I think this is actually a pound, of Italian, raw Italian sausage, okay? And what you're going to do is you are going to take that sausage. First, you're going to take either some vegetable oil, some spray. I'm just going to use some spray because it's conveniently right here. Okay. And you are going to form this into, is it 4? Do they want it 4? Yeah, 4 equal patties. I'm going to try to do 6 equal patties. Okay. And you're just going to make these into little patties and put them on your skillet there. Here's 2 for me. Like I said, if you're only making the 4, it's fine to do 4. Okay. Well, this is getting all cooked up, so we're going to shut that off. Okay. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we just need this last little bit out of here to make number 6. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so now you're gonna turn these on and fry them up until they're not raw anymore. So, you know, they just need to be browned all around pretty good. Then you're gonna take them out of the skillet and just set them on a plate or something to the side. And then I will be back to show you what we do for the next step, okay? So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so our sausages are done. They're right here. And so is our, oh, I gotta grab a hot pad, I'm gonna burn myself. So is our English muffins, nice and toasty looking. Yes. Okay, so now, once you pull your sausage out of the pan, you're just gonna take a paper towel, something, wipe the pan down. Be careful not to burn yourself. Which I just about did. All right, there we go. So wipe your pan down. And I dropped it. All right. And now what you're gonna do is you are going to cook 4 eggs in this pan, okay? To whatever you like them. Over easy, over medium, over hard, burnt. I don't know, okay? So put your eggs in there. I don't know what it is with these eggs lately, but oh my gosh, they are like so hard. They barely want to crack. Very strange. Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm getting weaker. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to get all of our eggs on here. And then I'm just going to cook these up. And then I'll come back once these are cooked. I usually do mine over easy, but like I said, you guys can do yours however you want. I think I'm only going to be able to fit 4 in there at a time. So I'll be back as soon as these are cooked up, and then we'll assemble the sandwiches and then get them in the oven to cook so we can get them out and try them. So I'll be back in just a minute. I forgot to tell you too that you can add a tablespoon of, is it unsalted butter? Yes, unsalted butter to your pan before you fry up your eggs. I probably should have done that. I was thinking the grease from the sausage would be enough, but it's not. So before I put the next 2 on, I'm going to go ahead and put some butter down. So put butter down first. And that one might have just broke the yolk. No, I can't get this one to flip. There we go. All right. That one broke, but that's okay. So put some butter. Put about 1 tablespoon of butter down to melt first and then cook your eggs, okay? So I'll be back as soon as these are done and we'll assemble these sandwiches. Okay, you guys. So something happened with my recording and it got messed up. So I'm just going to have to tell you again, even though I didn't record it. So we'll just tell you. Okay. So my sausage, eggs, and all of that got done. So to assemble these, what you do is you take the bottom half of your English muffins and you put a dollop of your bacon sauce on it, okay? The stuff with the bacon and the marinara, okay? You put a dollop on each bottom. So if you're making 4 muffins, you put a dollop on 2 of the halves, okay? Then on top of that, you're gonna put your sausage patty. On top of that, you're going to put your egg. And then on top of that, you're gonna put either a slice of provolone, okay? And then you're gonna put more of the bacon sauce on top of that and then top it all off with your top of your muffin, okay? Then it says you can either not wrap them in aluminum foil. It's supposed to be better to wrap them in aluminum foil and then wrap them individually in aluminum foil. And then you're gonna put them back in the oven at 450 degrees for about 5 minutes, okay? Then once you come get them out, you're supposed to serve them hot. So mine are already done. I'll show you what they look like here. And I had to let them cool off just a little bit because they were hot. So here they are. You can see that. Let me switch this around because that piece of paper is up there. But look at those. Aren't those awesome looking? Woo! Okay. All right, so now I'm going to try one of these. Try to try. We're going to try one of these and see how it tastes. And hopefully is really good. All right, so here we go. I'm going to get a little bit of the bacon sauce because I don't think I got much. Okay. All right, you guys, that is delicious. I was kind of worried since the red pepper flakes are in the bacon sauce that it'd be kind of spicy. But it's really not. It tastes like bacon with sauce. It's really good, okay? With the eggs, the sausage, the sauce, and then the English muffin. Delicious. You might get a little kick of spice from the red pepper flakes every once in a while. But that's probably about it. Woo! That's really good. It's a big sandwich, though, and very messy. All right, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe if you like, or don't if you don't. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy your cooking. Keep your kitchen messy, and we'll see you later. Bye.